What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Happy Heels Garage. Today we're actually talking about something a little bit different than what we talked about in the past. I know I dabble in posting my autocross videos, what I'm doing to my cars, and some vlogs here and there. Now today it's not really talking about the rules, it's talking about a fast track. Now what a fast track is every month the SCCA has a fast track for all the different clubs. We're just going to primarily be talking about the autocross fast track here though. And what it entails is usually proposals or actual changes that are going into effect now or maybe the next year, things of that nature for classes, specific cars, and safety hazards, things of that nature. So the April Fast Track was just posted yesterday, and we're going to be talking about that here today. So let's kick things off in the April 2024 Fast Track with the recommended item section, which is primarily talking about the prepared category this time around, with letter number 34305, which is a clarification on wording for Rule 17.2.s. Now, this is basically adding the wording front hood and or engine cover into the sentence covering the total area that all vents and louvers can cover on a vehicle's hood and engine cover. That's really about it. I mean, usually the changes are in red, so you can see exactly what they're putting in, or if there's a line where they're taking out, things like that. But that's it. If you're in the prepared category, that's something new for you. Next up, we are moving to the member advisories. Now, for the general portion of it, letter 35389 is the SEB position for Brad Smith. He was added, so congrats to him. Moving on to the CAM/XS category, there are two. Thank you for your inputs. No need to really look into those. The next is a letter 35750, application to AC. Dave Whitworth has been added to the CAM/XS committee, so congrats to him. Prepared category is next with letter number 34921 for non-US made engines. So this is basically clarifying that the XP rule 6.A allows for any automotive engines regardless of the origin. Moving on to change proposals, and the first in the change proposals is in the general category with number 35769. This is related to safety requirements for EVs with modified drivetrains. The SEB and EVAC want feedback from the community, aka all of you, regarding the addition of a new appendix to the solo rules, which would outline requirements for any electric or hybrid electric vehicles with the electric motor portion of the drivetrain modified. So there is a lot of information about this proposal or proposed appendix here. So if you are someone that would benefit from or have an opinion about this new appendix regarding safety for EV modifications, then I'll leave a link in the description down below so you guys can check out this fast track, as well as a link to be able to put in your input. So send a letter into the SEB. And there was something else added to this as well that I don't think is specifically about modified drivetrains. I think it's just EV safety in general. And this is talking about adding a new section 3.3.5, and essentially this new rule proposal outlines general EV safety while they are participating in any solo event. Solo being autocross for those that don't know. Moving on all the way down, as you can see there's a lot here. Street category, there we are. So with the street category, this one's interesting, especially for me because I am in street. Number 35686 is talking about oil coolers. Now, the SAC wants initial feedback on a proposed addition to Rule 13.10, and if passed, 13.10.L would allow for an engine oil cooler to be added. This would include modifications necessary to facilitate installation, granted that they serve no other purpose other than to properly install your oil cooler. Then after street category, there is the prepared category with number 35402, firewall clearance for addition of dry sump. The pack wants input on a proposed rule change to Rule 17.2.f. This change will add the wording oil line oil sumps not attached directly to the engine block to further clarify when a firewall can be notched or recessed. Then we move on to the not recommended, or as I like to call it, the misfit inputs, aka the majority of the thank you for your inputs. Other items reviewed, that's also part of the misfit inputs, and handled elsewhere, which you guessed it is also part of the misfit inputs. Now, tech bulletins, the important stuff after that. This is the last section. So we have first, street category, number 35734, the classing of the GT4 RS in SS for the 2024 season. Somebody said it's not too late. So the SAC and SEB have added the 718 Cayman GT4 RS years 2022 through 2024 to SS effective January 1st, 2025. So unfortunately, it's not this year for whoever put this letter in, but it is going into effect in 2025, so there is that. Moving into the street touring category, we have two of them. We have number 35484, which is classing for the 2023 and 2024 Nissan Z. Now this is the Nissan Z and the Nismo as well. So STAC has approved the Nissan Z model years 2023 to 2024 to include the Nismo to be added to SST effective immediately. So there you go there, very nice. Number 35633, street touring classing for the VR6 GTI. STAC has approved the Volkswagen Golf GTI VR6 years 95 through 2005 to be added to STX, so that's cool there. And the last thing in the, or last like mostly important thing in this fast track is number 33983, which is part of CAM/XS, and that is involving the EVX rear tow arms. This adds an allowance for aftermarket tow links to the EVX rules. So that's it for the April 2024 Fast Track. If you enjoyed the video and got something out of this, please leave a like. Leave your comments in the comment section down below. Do any of these changes affect you? If they do, what are your thoughts about them? Also, what about the proposals? What are you guys thinking about all the stuff that was laid out in the April 2024 Fast Track? Leave them in the comments. And be sure to subscribe, ring the bell so you guys be notified the next month when we have a new Fast Track, as well as any more of my content coming here soon with either the GR or involving getting into autocross. Autocross 101, more rules, talking about how to class your car. We'll see you. We'll see you soon. Other than that, guys, hope you have a good one, and I'll see you later. Peace.